You're doing that because Leandro Leviste now is unstoppable. Kuda ng kuda yung bata at kung ano-anong pinagsasabi. 'Di ba? Para expose para I mean, 'di ba? Is pain in the ass, ganyan. So ngayon, all of a sudden, gusto niyo siyang sisihin sa problema ng energy industry. Talaga? Talaga ba? Ngayon, nag-release ng statement tong si Franco Mabanta. So sabi ni Franco Mabanta, yeah, we value Kinembular, Kinembular, ganyan, ganyan. Pero yung, ano niya, yung pinakagusto niyang puntuin is, dapat mag-explain ka kay, mag-usap kayo ni Casey Halili, mag-apologize daw siya pagka proven incorrect. Mag-explain daw siya pagka proven incorrect. Pero mag-explain daw si Leandro Leviste. Putang ina, 0.5% mag-explain siya sa'yo.
I don't think Leandro Leviste has to explain anything because you haven't proven any point. Ano na to? Parang, why are you going to badger someone when you don't have a strong point? Bakla, extraordinary claim requires extraordinary evidence. If your evidence is not extraordinary, bakla, the other person can just choose to ignore it without any peril. Halimbawa, kaya itong sa expose ni Casey Halili, bakla, sino nang mapapaniwala nyo dyan? Yung mga tanga. Walang alam sa energy. Ay, alam mo, bibigyan ko kayo ng eksena. 'Di ba meron akong statecraft noon with SMNI. And then I have interviewed people on energy like si Congressman Coangco, and then ito si Dan Fernandez na body pa kami noon. Anyway. So, energy pinag-uusapan namin. Alam mo, kasi I have to prepare my own questions. I have to, buti na lang meron akong alam sa energy, no? Pero of course, I still studied it, no? A lot of it, etc., etc. Kaya nga, nag-uusap kami, yung mga tinatanong ko talaga, nagugulat sila. Kasi talagang, they told me na, I know what I'm talking about. Of course, you should know what you're talking about if you're interviewing someone, no? Ano yung magmumukha kang tanga? You don't know what you're talking about. You cannot craft a question and you cannot have a follow-up question to the answer because you don't know what you're talking about. Kaya nga si Casey Halili, halimbawa, siguro paupuin mo siya sa roundtable discussion on energy na walang script. Baka sabihin mo na lang, mag-promote ka na lang ng anti-HIV.
Oo.
Kasi hindi ka makakasabay, girl. Matindi. Malupit na usapan ng energy. It requires physics, math, and hindi siya pwedeng
accounting, financial analysis, engineering, and law.
Kasi yung nung pinag-aralan namin kasi meron kaming subject ng sustainability, tapos focus lang siya sa energy. Maraming sustainable, pero ito focus lang sa energy. And we need to know the physics. Suddenly we need to understand the physics. Kasi if you don't understand the physics of energy generation, you will never know how sustainable something is. Tapos, you need to know how much it will cost. Kasi that will factor in the efficiency equation. And then you will factor in, of course, the culture and politics, because all of that are all connected. Ngayon, kaya pag pinaupo mo to si Casey Halili at mag-uusap na talaga about energy and what it takes to generate energy, and if she would be asked, Madam Casey, you are claiming na si Leviste ang prinsipe ng kadiliman. How will you now square the fact na solar together with wind only accounts for 0.5% of energy sources ng Pilipinas?
Tapos, naka-first dispatch pa yung renewable energy. Diba? Naka-first dispatch pa siya. Ibig sabihin ng first dispatch, yung unang-unang mako-consume at mababayaran. At ibig sabihin, yan yung unang gagamitin.
Priority
Kapag
ano siya,
priority
priority
naka-priority dispatch ang solar. So, ibig sabihin 'pag nawalan ka ng kuryente hindi kasalanan ng solar yun. Kasalanan yun ng ano, ng mga base load or ng mga yung mas consistent na ano, consistent na supply.
So ang ibig sabihin niyan is, may fallback. So
Mm.
ang fallback, so ang ano na lang ang ano sa atin is parang priority sources of generation. Ganon. So una renewable, and then if it's no longer hindi na siya ano, hindi siya kaya, you go to the fallback sources, ganyan. Parang
Oo, yung una I think sa settlement lang, Kung magkano yung na-produce na energy ng ano, kung magkano yung na-produce na energy ng mga renewable energy. Kasi maliit lang naman ang pino-produce niyan, eh.
yeah,
Maliit lang naman. So ngayon, pagdating sa settlement, una silang sine-settle, parang gano'n. Una
yeah.
silang nabibigay doon sa mga nangangailangan.
Hindi, ayun na nga.
Pagkatapos
So if Casey can actually process trace why she doesn't have electricity.
mm.
Why she doesn't have electricity to the solar to the business of Levisted, then her argument stands. But if she cannot do that, bakla binigyan ka na ng script.
Correct. Actually, binigay kaya nga natatawa ako dun sa mga matagal na 'tong fino-float ng ano, ng mga DDH. Matagal na fino-float yan. Alam nyo ba, si Leviste, ganito, inemerot, ganyan. Tapos iniintay ko talaga. Sige nga, magsalita nga kayo tungkol dyan. Sige nga. Okay na, sige nga. Iniintay ko talaga kasi I know people will fuck up talaga pagdating sa mga explanation dyan. I'm not claiming to be an expert, no. I just so happen to be part of the industry for quite some time. And people in that industry would really come and go simply because sobrang gulo. Sobrang gulo talaga, sobrang complex na parang ang hirap sa kahit yung whether you are a generator, a distributor, part of the transmission industry, lahat may komplikasyon talaga. Ang dami-dami niyang problema, ganon. So, ngayon, kapag kunwari magdadrama-drama ka na, yung i-oversimplify mo yung problem sa energy, yari ka talaga. And like I said, yung energy situation natin sa Pilipinas, it started with a wrong foot. Kasi nga, may original sin ang energy industry natin, eh. Yung, kaya tayo mahal, isa sa mga reason kung bakit tayo mahal, is kasi nga, marami tayong mga kontrata in the past na ginaranti ng gobyerno. O magtayo ka ng power plant, mag-produce ka ng maraming kuryente, pagkatapos guaranteed babayaran ka, whether nagamit yun ng Pilipino o hindi. And those are the behest loans that were actually a huge part and huge reason why we were drowning in debt. Yan po, ladies and gentlemen, ang original sin ng energy industry. So kaya meron kayong mga binabayaran dun sa universal charge. Hindi ko alam kung may universal charge pa ba ngayon, eh. Meron pa yata. Pero yan yung reason kung bakit merong universal charge doon sa Meralco bill ninyo na hindi nyo alam kung saan. Dahil yun yung mga pinagbabayaran nating pagkakamali in the past.
So, ganyan naman ang gustong topak ni Casey Halili. So be it, no? Na ang motto naman ng PGMN is radical free speech. Okay, radical free speech.
And then, expect radical retaliation.
Ayun din, ayun ang if you like radical free speech, you should also kasi the maganda yung radical free speech, pero dapat radical ka din sa pagtanggap ng criticism. Ibig sabihin, you should also be open.
Oo, oo.
Kasi hindi ka po
True.
pwede, you want freedom without the consequence.
'Di puwede
So,
'yun.
hindi po pwede yun. So, ang
Hmm.
ano nun is, kaya nga ano eh, no, I really doubt that Casey Halili is makakasabay sa discussion about energy if it's a round table.
Mm.
I don't think that
Hindi
she
naman
has
siya.
any input to the discussion at all. Unless bigyan mo
Hmm.
siya ng script.
Oo.
So,
Ay, teka, oo, ano ang tawag dito, 'di ngayon naka-experience ng huge backlash yung content ni Casey Halili. Dami talaga nag-react na parang, "Oh, this is very clear, politically motivated." And I think it's really politically motivated, 'no? Somebody gave script to Casey Halili to speak ill about Leandro Leviste, and you're doing that because Leandro Leviste now is unstoppable. Kuda ng kuda yung bata at kung ano-anong pinagsasabi. 'Di ba? Pare-expose, I mean, 'di ba, is pain in the ass, ganyan. So ngayon, all of a sudden, gusto niyo siyang sisihin sa problema ng energy industry. Talaga? Talaga ba? Ngayon, nag-release ng statement tong si Franco Mabanta. So sabi ni Franco Mabanta, yeah, we value Kinembilar, Kinembilar, ganyan, ganyan. Pero yung ano niya, yung pinakagusto niyang puntuin is, dapat mag-explain ka kay mag-usap kayo ni Casey Halili, mag-apologize daw siya pagka proven incorrect. Mag-explain daw siya pagka proven incorrect. Pero mag-explain daw si Leandro Leviste. Putang ina, 0.5% mag-explain siya sa'yo. Bakit?
I don't think Leandro Leviste has to explain anything because you haven't proven any point.
Mm.
Ano na to? Parang, why are you going to badger someone when you don't have a strong point?
Oo.
Bakla, extraordinary claim requires extraordinary evidence.
Oh.
If your evidence is not extraordinary, bakla, the other person can just choose to ignore it without any peril. Halimbawa, kaya itong sa expose ni Casey Halili, bakla, sino lang mapapaniwala nyo dyan? Yung mga tanga. Walang alam sa energy.
Mm.
So, no love lost.
Oo. Totoo.
Kasi, kita mo, sino nag-pick up lang niyang issue na yan? O di mga kakampings at yung mga chuwariwap na mga involved sa allocables. But other than that, they cannot explain what energy is. So, ibig sabihin, the influencing is not going to be influential because it's going to be dead on the track dahil maraming taong may alam sa energy.
Oo. True. Ayun. So yun. Anyway, ako hindi ko sinasabi na na parang spotless si Leandro Leviste. I'm pretty sure yung privilege niya worked for him. Is a part of his success dun sa industry at negosyo na napili niya in his early years as CEO of his own company. I'm pretty sure yung privilege niya, nakatulong talaga yun. Sinasabi rin naman ni Leandro Leviste na parang, may privilege talaga ako ganyan. Anak siya ng senador, tatay niya mayaman din, ganyan-ganyan. So he's able to engage in this kind of business. Be that as it may, I don't think na fair yung portrayal ng PGMN kay Leandro Leviste na prinsipe ng kadiliman, yung mga kawawa naman mga Pilipinong walang kuryente.
Pero I think to be fair to PGMN, I think they don't have editorial, they don't exercise editorial control to their anchors. Parang all anchors can say whatever they want. So the responsibility then, ewan ko lang PGMN, no, if this is your kind of thinking. Pero what I'm thinking is the responsibility. So you give a platform for radical free speech. So the responsibility then lies on your anchor kasi you don't exercise editorial control on their content. Parang ganyan. So ngayon, si Casey ngayon, kaya nga, I don't think that Franco Mabanta has to make any statement because sasabihin lang niya na they don't exercise editorial control. They only offer a platform for free speech and then that's it. So, I think that the statement doesn't need to be made. The only statement that needed to be made is to say that we are only a platform for freedom of speech, radical freedom of speech, and
That's
then
it.
bahala na yung anchor on how to defend that they're going to defend themselves. Kaya ang bottom line dito, I think, is si Casey Halili, okay, so nagbitaw ka ng salita and then now people are questioning actually not your intention at all, but actually how knowledgeable are you about the subject in the first place? Kaya nga, tinignan ang background. Ano bang background nito? May background ba to sa business? May background ba to sa ganito? May background ba to sa ganyan? Eh, lahat yung X ka. So, ano ngayon yung hindi mo rin masabi na pinag-aralan mo to because your content doesn't show that you actually studied the system at all.
Oo.
So, the blame is on you. Kasi naman yung PGMA naman siguro, wala naman siguro silang editor on energy issue. Kasi di ba, they're not a full-fledged they're not a full-fledged media. They're only a platform. They present themselves as a platform to be fair to the PGMN people. You're only a platform. You don't present yourself as an alternative media company that actually has competent editors on various issues because they're knowledgeable on the issue. Like if it's energy, you have an editorial board focused on energy, or if it's science or whatever, you have an editorial board concerned. So it is just like chikahan ba? This is just a chikahan portion network. And they give a platform for open chikahan, which is a good in its own right, no? Pero yun nga lang, I think sumemplang dyan si Casey, and I don't think Leandro Leviste has anything to explain because no point has been made. If you're just going to say na prinsipe siya ng kadiliman, bakla, that's a 5-year-old way of discussing things. And alam naman natin, no, when we are doing social media, we're writing posts. Bakla, if you don't have any self-awareness on which of your posts requires answering and requires not answering, you don't understand what you're doing. Diba? Alam mo ako, hindi ko pa rin-expect na every person ay lampon or whatever will answer the lampon because it is a lampon. But if I make an expose with documentation and etc., and you're not answering, then that's your suspicion on your part. Di ba? So dapat alam mo rin kung what requires answering and not answering. Ngayon, kasi parang kay Casey Halili, no, it looks like a caricature of the issue. I don't think
yung talaga, may nilalaban talaga na narrative. Kasi parang kinumpare niya yung flood control issue doon sa energy Na parang why? You want to rub off the controversy in the flood control to Leviste?
Hindi nga siya magra-rub off Kasi nga, unang-una, hindi naranasan ng Pilipinos na mawalan ng kuryente dahil kay Leviste. It's not unless kasi giant leap to Nasasabihin mo na kaya nawawalan ng kuryente ang mga Pilipino dahil kay Leviste. Bakla mo naloko yung mga Pilipino. Bakit? Isa Meralco ako nagbabayad. Nagigets niyo? Kaya hindi siya mararamdaman ng mga Pilipino dahil bakla sa Meralco sila nagbabayad.
Yung actually, yung 0.5 na yun, kahit mawala yung entire solar, covered pa rin yun ng buffer
Diba? Yun ang inaano ko Bakla sa Meralco sila nagbabayad. Ang mga Pilipino, pag nawawalan ng kuryente, ang nirereklamo nila, Meralco. Ngayon, kung yung Meralco sasabihin na, kaya kami hindi nakakapag-supply ng kuryente dahil kay Leviste, diyan ka na ngayon, may case. Casey.
Ito, Sas, yung tingin ko kung bakit naggawa ng statement si Franco. Kasi ito yung sinasabi nila during the time that they were heavily promoting the content of Casey Halili. Our fact-checking department has triple-checked the documents and everything is valid. PGMN will begin exposing everything in detail tomorrow.
triple check the documents. Anong documents yung triple check? Oh, meron kayong document na meron siyang kontrata. But that is not the point of the expose. The point of the expose is si Liviste ang dahilan kung bakit may kadiliman. That's your conclusion. Your conclusion is si Liviste ang dahilan kung bakit may kadiliman. You only have one premise. Your only premise is meron siyang kontrata sa hindi pa nga kontrata sa gobyerno kontrata with Meralco ba?
Actually, ang alam ko marami siyang depende kasi if I remember it correctly, meron silang solar farm sa Negros. Tapos mga electric cooperative yung ibang kakontrata niya doon.
Yun yung yun ang kailangan, meron kayong expose na yung mga kakontrata niya ay hindi siya nag-deliver doon sa mga kakontrata niya. Hindi yun lang sabihin na meron siya ganito, meron. So, ibig sabihin, wala kayo na-prove. Magkaiba yung checking the documents because you can always check the veracity of any document. But the point is, in any argument, the premise must be connected to the conclusion. The validity of the premise connection to the conclusion. Your conclusion is si Liviste. Una-una yung conclusion is flood control project is the same as the energy project. No, it's not the same. So, hindi nyo finact-check yan. Simple fact-checking, tinanong nyo lang sana na magkapareho ba to? Kung hindi,
mali yung analogy mo dito, bakla, di ba?
Pwede mo naman sabihin mali yung analogy mo dito, bakla. So that's no factual inaccuracy, number one. Number two is the connection of the premise to the conclusion. Your premise is may ganito siyang kontrata, tapos kaya siya naging hari ng kadiliman. Bakla, does the premise support the conclusion? Well, obviously not. So, hindi na sana nag-release ang PGMA na we check the documents, etc., etc. No, bakla, you didn't. You only check na, may dokumento may dokumento nag-exist. But that is not the point of the expose that there is a document that exists. The point of the expose is that these documents will prove na si Leandro ay hari ng kadiliman, may prinsipe ng kadiliman.
Ayun. Not unless kung pero even in that situation kasi hindi mo pa rin hindi pa rin yun public fund Baka they may argue na because they receive fit subsidy already, kaya ganon. Kaya parang they tried to connect one and one because of the fit subsidy. Pero yung feed subsidy na yan, it's not coming from the taxes. It is also coming from the consumer. Ganon. Hindi rin siya
Hindi nga. Dapat kasi, humanap kasi kayo ng mga nagre-reklamo na kaya sila nawalan ng kuryente dahil kay Liviste. Yaan ang tunay na merong support. Pero may document kaya nawalan ng kuryente. Baka hindi yung na-prove na nawalan ng kuryente.
Kaya yung
nakita niyo ang dami ninyong loose ends.
Yung mga sinasabi niyong walang kuryente, baka wala yung kuryente kasi mga off-grid area. Hindi kasalanan ng yun, generation company yun. Kasalanan yun ng National Electrification Administration. Dahil sila ang dapat na gumagawa ng paraan para magkaroon ng kuryente yung mga lugar na off-grid. So, patunayan nyo muna na nawalan ng kuryente yung isang lugar dahil kay Liviste. Ngayon, yung nawalan ng kuryente na lugar, yun ba yung sinusupply ng kuryente ni Liviste? Meron ba siyang kakontrata doon or something like that? Ngayon, lastly, kung out of the area of Liviste, yung mga lugar na walang kuryente, ano issue? Kasi feeling ko, yung tinutukoy ninyo na walang kuryente, yun naman yung mga lugar na wala talagang kuryente At yung lugar na walang kuryente, yung mga off-grid area, mga tinatawag rin na SPUG areas. NEA may problema dyan. National Electrification Administration. Kasi bilang bahala ang maggawa-gawa ng kuryente doon or whatsoever. Hindi yung kasalanan ni Leviste. Ayun. Now I get it. Kahit anong docu ang messaging and the conclusion is very important talaga. It feels like this use the docu to send certain messaging. Obvious. Obvious na ganun. Obvious na ganun. Ayun. Anyway, sis, magpaalam na tayo.
Ako ay nagpapaalam na and abangan na lang natin mga susunod na kabanata, no? The Leviste saga, ang tapang kasi ni Leviste, kasi Leviste has his own money, hindi siya magugutom. Alam mo yun, kaya ang tapang niya. Kaya maganda yung laban ngayon na, sige, edi tanggalin niyo ako ng pera, hindi naman ako dito nabubuhay sa pagiging politiko. So parang ganyan. So kaya maganda yung laban ng buhay at ang tapang niya. And I really think that Leviste has a good future ahead of him. He should just stay on course and
be consistent.
And yun lang, be consistent, no? And syempre hindi rin natin maalis yung there is a politics involved here that he has to show this kasi nga last term na rin ng nanay niya and he's qualified to run for senator in 2028. But of course that is already incidental to issue, but if he's going to be consistent even though that there is that incidental issue, then I think that he's going to have a future ahead of him. Lahat naman ng politiko kailangan gumawa ng eksena para mapansin. So that's just Philippine politics. So kung gusto mo mapansin, kailangan mong gumawa ng eksena. And apparently, sila ang nagkakaroon ng eksena. Kaya sila tinitira ng kakampings ngayon, ng mga taga-masid lang. Kasi hindi makagawa ng eksena yung mga kakampings dahil taga-masid lang sila.
Ayaw manindigan. Gusto lang magmasid.
Kaya ngayon, lahat ng mga naninindigan, ano bang ginagawa ng mga lookout tuwing masasakote na ang nangyayari kawalangyaan sa loob? Di ba dinidistract nila? Di ba ang lookout, ang trabaho niya ay mang-distract? So ginagawa lamang ng mga kakampings ang kanilang trabaho. Ang mang-distract.
True.
Bilang lookout ni BBM. So yun lamang po, maraming salamat. At ano ba yung tatanungin ko pa naman kay Professor Sas tungkol kay Nika Gadi? O ano tungkol kay Nika Gadi bago tayo magsarado ng parlor? Ano yan kay Nika Gadi?
Yan ba yung lagi na lang DDS, Sara, Kinembilo. Let's talk about system.
Hindi ba meron siya ibang hanas? Ano bang hanas ni Nika Gadi? Meron ba siyang hanas?
Hindi ko alam.
Bakla, bago magsarado ng parlor. Si Kofuko 81. Bago tayo magsara ng parlor, anong tatanungin mo? Tanungin mo na. Ano yan? Actually, hinintay ko to what timing. Ano yung kay Nika Gadi? What's about her? Ayan ba yung system? Sige, bago magsara ng parlor. Alam mo, if you think that there is a missing conversation on social media and you think that it is about system, pag-usapan mo na lang, bakla. Dahil kung yan talaga ay kakulangan at maganda yung pagkakalatag mo at maniniwala si mga tao, bakla, they will just naturally gravitate. They will just naturally gravitate towards you. Diba? Ganoon lang kasimple yun. Kasi, social media is a marketplace of ideas. And just like any marketplace, if there is a real need for the kind of conversation that you want, bakla, bubongga ka. Okay? Ngayon, kung wala namang real need, deadma ang mga tao. Ngayon, kung gusto mag-usap-usap ng system, siguraduhin mo muna anong ibig sabihin ng system. Dahil bakla, nakipag-usap sa iyo mga taong may alam talaga about systemic analysis at wala kang masagot, bakla, hanash ka na ng hanash. So, ang payo ko na lang is, pag-usapan mo, gawin mo yung beat ng social media page mo, diyan ka mag-focus, hanggang hanggang mga tao
We'll go to you. We'll go to you to listen to whatever you have to say.
Oh, and then other people will be yung mga taong, kasi it's a marketplace of idea. If your idea is relevant, people will actually gravitate towards you. Ako nga nag-uusap ako ng foreign policy na international relations na wala namang pakialam ang mga Pilipino ng mga panahon na yon. And I don't care. I just keep talking about that hanggang people just listen to me, hanggang nalagay na ako sa CIA target list because dapat ganun, bakla. No? Kung ano ang gusto mong pag-usapan, alam mo ang social media, this is a trial and error because like a marketplace, you don't really know whether your ideas ay magiging patok or hindi. And the only way to find out is to actually do it.
Correct. Oo.
Just do it, Nika. Meron palang kakulangan. Sa tingin mo, ikaw makakapagpuno, go ahead. You'll never know. Baka ikaw na maging ikaw na maging number 1 political blogger in the Philippines because may napunuan kang hindi napunuan ng iba.
Oo. Ngayon, meron yung finil na void.
Yeah.
Diba?
Ngayon, yung may mga topak na ayaw, di ba yung mga topak ng iba na hindi nila pinag-uusapan yung gusto mong pag-usapan, they will naturally fade away in order for you to shine brighter. But the only way to find out that will happen is for you to actually do what you want to do that you think other people are not doing. So instead of ranting, bakla, just do it.
Just do it, daming arte. Ayan. Anyway, yun lamang po. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat at